How you doing, everybody? Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you guys all checking in every time I come on here. I totally appreciate you guys. You guys are totally awesome. My name is Tony. Good morning. Good morning, Leona. How are you? Thank you for tuning in. Do me a favor. We're going to start with our credentials. So here is what we are and who we are. We are ADD Wilmington. We're a nonprofit organization. Please, you can visit us on any of the social media. Or you can check out on our website, either use the shortcut or the search bar search. You can do the PO. You can do send something in the mail if you want. Thank you for sharing. I totally appreciate that. I love when somebody knows what they're going to do. I appreciate that so much. Okay, so good morning, Julie. Good morning. Good morning. So thank you for sharing. I totally appreciate that. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. You're awesome. Thank you. You can check us out on all the social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Periscope, Snapchat, YouTube, all the broadcasts. You can go ahead and check on there, information, links. If you guys want to watch something again, you don't have to go on Facebook to look for it. You can just go on YouTube, look for the date, and you'll see the broadcast. Google Plus, or if you want to make a monetary donation, you can either use GoFundMe or you can use PayPal. And what I'm going to also add is the Square. So what the Square is, I have a device I put on my iPhone. If you guys want, if you want to do a meet and greet, I'm usually at my restaurant on Sundays after Mass for about 10:15 to 11:15 for about an hour, give or take. And if you want to go get something to eat and you want to meet us, we'll be there. And I could do your debit card or credit card, and then you can donate whatever amount you want, and you get a receipt sent to your phone or your email. Okay? Please, when you come on the broadcast, just go ahead and share, which is located at the very bottom of your screen. You'll see a share button. Go ahead and share the button out there. And if you want to participate and you want to engage on what we're doing, of course, anytime during the broadcast, ask questions, enter comments. If you like it, you love it, you want to say something funny about it, or it's sad, or really, really sad, or I guess this was like, uh-oh, and this was like really angry. So either one of those you guys can do will be totally awesome. All right. And we're here to talk about Operation Hope. So our program is now till Friday, March 31st. And we had our meeting this morning with Miss Robinson, and it was totally, totally awesome. A lot of things to talk about. A lot of things were shared and discussed, and we're going to go over it right now. So from Miss Robinson, she wanted to thank each and one of you guys for donating, not just the donation, the monetary donation, the word of mouth, giving information out, sharing the broadcast, telling everybody about it, including it in your Facebook, including it in your sharing. All that makes a difference. Visiting the broadcast on YouTube. I see that you guys are viewing it. I even have a subscriber. I wish you guys would subscribe. So the more you subscribe, the more people would engage, would be trending. Also, we're on Twitter and Periscope. Thank you for doing that as well. And so we had a lot to talk about in the 30 minutes that we were there. So here we're going to go ahead and get things started. Okay, so we sat down and we donated all the items that we had gotten. If you guys have not seen the broadcast, go to YouTube and you'll see all the stuff we do on mail time. So we do mail time. You'll see that I'll put out there on the broadcast a particular time. We're going to do mail time, so that way everybody can invite. Everybody wants to check it out. You can go ahead and catch it live or replay, and that way you can see how many people are in your community engaging and helping out the needs for the students at Banning High School. Okay, so this is what we were discussing. So all the items that we brought was so needed, guys. I mean, really, really needed. And the thing is, trying to find out in our minds before even doing this and going to do the meeting is a short sight. It was a disconnect, because there is so many teachers that are involved. So for instance, there's a social worker, and then there's a title coordinator, there's the PE coordinator, a PE teacher, helping out all for the same cause, that what we're doing is helping the ones that are lack of items that they need in order to be just presentable or feel good about themselves to go to school. And a lot of them were all on the same page, from the PE to the title, which I'm assuming is a program for certain students. And then, of course, there's this bureaucracy. So in order to help the kids, there's a thing that they are able to get and qualify, and it's very small. It's not even a lot. It's about maybe 20, maybe 15 of what they do for the school in the beginning of the year. And we'll discuss that in a small synopsis in a little bit. But what I wanted to get to let everybody know is that there's no funding for what you guys all helped out and did. So talking to them, that they all have these concerns with their students. So talking about coming to school with their hair dirty, they come to school, they have an odor, they don't brush their teeth. Some don't even smile because they know they have they feel bad. I'm Miss Oreo. That's one of the wonderful educators at Banning High School, and also a great contributor in the family to Operation Hope. So we sat down, we talked to all the ideas throwing around, and they all have the same concerns. They didn't have funding for any of this stuff, guys. None of it. So they all were appreciative. Right now, after we left, we're going to have another meeting to talk to everybody else, so that way they can see what everybody did and donated. It's going to go to use. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised in a couple of days to a couple of weeks, it's gone, because there's kids that come to school with their hair dirty, they don't wash their hair, their breath is with odor, they don't smell, they don't take a shower, and a lot of them is because they don't have it. So now that we're able to do that, we were able to sit there and say, here are items that you guys can go ahead and help facilitate and to get these kids going, so that way they can feel better about themselves. So it's totally, totally awesome, the turnout, but there's still a lot to do. So please, please, please check the bio. Those are items that we still need, and a lot of the items that we asked for only cost $1. So if you go to, like, say, 99-cent store, you go to the Dollar Tree, you go to, say, even Marshall's or Ross, and sometimes you get something for two for a certain price. It's whatever you feel comfortable doing. We had colognes donated, designer colognes, not expensive colognes, designer colognes. We had gel. Everything that was in there will only cost you, if you go to the store, $1. If you want to go to Target or even say Food for Less, sometimes you get lucky. The items, when you go into the Food for Less store, they have this baskets, and they're like, items are like 10 for 10 or 5 for 5. Pretty much it's $1 a piece. It's all up to you if you feel comfortable purchasing and giving from your heart whatever you want to donate. $5, you get $5 worth of stuff. If you want to get $10 of whatever, it's $10 worth of stuff. Toothpaste, toothbrush, body soap, and what have you. So they were very, very appreciative of the feminine products that they can now give to the girls if they have an accident. Toothpaste, deodorant in case there's an odor. If their hair comes dirty, now they can go to the health office. They can wash their hair real quick. There's combs and stuff like that so they can brush their hair. These are little things that we take for granted every single day. For us to get ready to start our day, they don't have it. They either multi-families or they're in between the gap where they're not considered homeless and they're not well off. So because they're not homeless or dislocated, they don't get the help. And I mean they don't get the help. Thank you for the like. I totally appreciate it. They don't get the help. So it's kind of sad that we can help the homeless, but we can't help the needy. And so, as I mentioned in the meeting, and they were totally on board with it. And I don't want anybody to feel disconnected when we talk about this, because this is a concept that we start to need to start having at our coffee table, our dining table. That there's kids out there that don't have the basic necessities. And it's okay to talk about it, and those are the ones who are in need. And if you look at the dictionary and you look at the website, you'll see what a needy is. And what it is that it's a lack of affection or attention. That's what needy is. Not because you are poor or broke or grubby or you're discreet. No, it has nothing to do with that. It's because something is lack of affection or attention, and of course the need is needed for Wilmington. Wilmington is what we're concentrating on, and we need to help out on whatever we can, and we do it without you. Without you, we can't do it. And if we come together more than one, then guess what? We're going to meet our goal. So that's how important this is. Me getting on here and talking about this, we can go ahead and get this to above the status quo. So we have a lot of work still to do. So they're having meetings right now. So they're going to have meetings with the PE coordinator, because they have kids that go out there before they even go to PE and they are lacking hygiene. They smell, they have an odor, they look like they haven't showered in over a day. Their breath is unfortunately very, very attention getting. And the kids don't know how to act, how to ask, because they consider that the norm, and it shouldn't be that way. So we're all going to come together, and we're going to work together to make this happen. So they were all very, very appreciative. Ms. Robinson was happy. We took up a third of her spot with all this stuff. So it was really, really good. You'll see the picture. You finally put the name to the face. Who is Ms. Robinson? So thank you, Ms. Robinson, for allowing us to help out the students and letting us and picking us to go up and beyond the normal status quo or what the kids need. They should only have one concern only, and that's just getting to school, study, and do their best. That's their concern. They shouldn't have to worry about deodorant, soap, shampoo, conditioner, hair gel, comb, brush their teeth, toothpaste. They shouldn't have to worry about that. So it's really, really important that we stress that understanding. And as I mentioned in the broadcast, you'll see in the broadcast, it'll sit there saying, let me share a heartfelt story. And I was one of those kids, okay? I was a kid on welfare. I was a kid that didn't have a lot. And I was a kid that didn't have shampoo or conditioner. I used palm olive to wash my hair. I used palm olive to wash my clothes. I had to use palm olive to brush my teeth. It wasn't a very pleasant thing to go through, okay? And so I can really, really connect with these kids and understand what they're going through. And I did anything I could to make myself better and feel better what I was access to. And so knowing that these kids don't have that kind of budget or allocation for that, they can't do it. So that's the reason why it's important that we are doing what we're doing. And the best part is that because of the way we have it set up, we can continue doing so much more for the school. So because we take care of all the bureaucracy in regards to the, tax, nonprofit, and all the legalities or whatever we take in, we take out, we take care of that. And as far as they're concerned, it's just a donation to a school, and that's it. We're done. So how awesome. So this is like a win-win for everybody, and that's the reason why we have to continue. And so we have other programs that we're going to start implementing right after spring break, because by the time we blink our eyes, we're already going to be kicking it into fall for next year. And so we already have a goal in mind, and what we're going to be doing to help out. We're going to need to get at least 20 to 30 backpacks, plus the items that are going to be donated. So I'm going to do my best to hit the grant writing to get these things donated, but we're also going to need help from the community to help out with the things to be filled in. So when school starts, they already have a program for the ones that are homeless. They only get like 15 or 20 bags. So they get this neat backpack, something, you know, very generic. This is a High Sierra bag. This is my bag. But they have a generic bag. And inside the bag, they have almost like travel size items in a toiletry bag, which we could get the bags at Dacio for like $1. And so the toiletry bags, and they're all personal size, travel size of everything that we're doing right now. So shampoo, conditioner, shaving cream, washcloth, bar soap, things like that. So in case they miss and they can't do it at home, they can go to the school and go to the restroom and try to do that real quick. So that comes in the backpack for the homeless, but we need to do this for the needy. So allocating that alone, we're looking at per bag about $50. So can you imagine if we get everybody to just donate $1 for each one of those items? It's a no-brainer. It's a win-win, as you guys are doing like right now. So, and also I'm going to try to get a resource where we can get these items in a travel size to make it work. And what I mean by that is we'll continue doing what we have, if we have to, the items that we get at Dollar Tree or 99-cent store, the bottles, and we'll just get the bottles and we'll fill them up ourselves. It's not a big deal. They need only 20 or 30 bags. So we will print like 20 or 30 labels. This is shampoo, this is conditioner, this is this, and we just put them all together in a toiletry bag. We're done. That's it. They only need like 20 or 30 of those to get it going. So the next level to that is also getting their books. So the pencils, the pens, the loose leaf paper, composition books, file dividers, a little bag to put all that pencil stuff in, and then the bag itself. So we will be putting that together, and actually we've already started the name for that, which is of course Pilots Back to School. Once we start doing that, that's what we're going to start doing all of that. We just need to see how we're going to be doing it and what's the best way to do it. Either we can get items donated travel size, or will it be better just to get the plastic bottles, like say through Uline or whatever, and we get that, and they cost maybe 18 cents or 20 cents a bottle, and we just get the big bottles or whatever it is, and we fill them up, and I can print labels off the printer and just put a shampoo, conditioner, and then etc., etc. And that way we put them all together. They have 20 or 30 bags, and the ones who really need it are the needy ones. So now the homeless will be taken care of by the program that they have, and then what we do is help out the ones who are needy. So that's something that we're going to do toward end of spring, toward summer, to work toward the first of the year. And then of course we'll have to get all that ready by say end of July. But we'll talk about that a little bit later, okay? So a lot of things coming, a lot of good things are happening. So we just want to get that out there, and thank you again for everybody who donated money, everybody who donated products, everybody who donated their time in doing it, going down to Maya and having the items dropped off, having the money dropped off. I totally appreciate you guys. You guys are totally awesome for doing that. The students are going to be so grateful and thankful, and they're so excited about this program that if things keep going, we're going to keep doing it maybe a little bit after March. We'll see how that goes at the end of next week, okay? So if you guys are just tuning in, please, if you guys are just tuning in, there's a share button on the very bottom of your screen. Go ahead and do me a favor and hit the share button, so that way anybody who comes in and they want to say, hey, what is A Needy Wilmington about? They can see the broadcast, they can check it out, they can see what we're all about and what we're doing, and that way more people are engaged. More people will say, hey, okay, they're not just a normal nonprofit. They actually go up and beyond, and yes, we do. We go up and beyond, okay? So please, 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 please do that. Okay, so whether you catch it live or replay, it doesn't make a difference. We're all busy people. We all have things to do, and our time is only so short that we can do everything in one day. So this is why it's set up the way it is. You can catch me live Or you can go ahead and catch me on any of the other social medias. And then when you put me on any of the other social medias, you can send me a message. And I get messages all the time. I get it either during the day, I'm a night owl, or I get it at night. And I'll be happy to answer whatever questions they ask. And so you guys just go ahead and do that, and I'll be happy to oblige. And then that way we can make everybody feel good at what they're doing, what we're trying to accomplish, and also make somebody just their life just a little bit better. Okay? So there you go. That's pretty much in a nutshell. So I appreciate you guys all tuning in, checking me out and what we're doing, and also engaging in what we're doing, sharing the information out, sharing the views. The views are getting awesome. When we first started doing broadcasts on Facebook Live, we only started with maybe 9 or 10 or 12 views. Now we're almost close to over 200. So for someone like me, a little nobody here in Wilmington, that is totally awesome. And so what I also do is get on this, and I also do the Instagram, which I didn't even know they had a video. So I put a little video on Instagram, and then I try to build an audience with Periscope and Twitter. But that's a very small niche, and not really a lot of people, like, for whatever reason, don't get on Twitter or Periscope. But I still do it just in case we get 1 or 2 people in there. So we reach out to them as well. Then, of course, the Snapchat. And then, of course, last but not least, all the updated items that we do on broadcast. We put it on YouTube so you guys can watch it. And then, of course, if there's anything going on, we also update a video on GoFundMe, so that way everybody knows what's happening. So far we've collected over $100. We're about $100 and $106.62. Okay, so there we go. As I mentioned, whatever you feel comfortable donating, you donate $1, we'll take the $1. You want to donate 5 cents, if that's all you have, that's okay. The last person that donated something donated $2.62. We were so appreciative to be able to do that because they went and reached up and beyond, and they wanted to donate, and they donated what they have. So that's all that matters. And with that money, we can go get a couple of items. So those are 2 items that we could have not got before if it wasn't for somebody donating the monetary donation. Okay? So there you go. So keep in mind, we are a nonprofit public corporation. We have the number. It's on the website. It's also on Facebook. So what that means is that we don't take a profit. None of the staff members that we have, whether it be myself or Ms. Rodriguez, we don't take a salary. We don't take any funds for that. Any funds comes in, goes right back out. And so what we've already put up, we already put the funding to do the Secretary of State requirement of getting the corporation number, which is on the website and Facebook. And then so the last thing that we have to do is also the Franchise Tax Board and the IRS, and then also the LAPD Charity Division. And so what that means is that anytime they would check, when we take donations, even though I have everything transparent and everything ready for audit in case we ever got audit, whatever we take in, we give back out. We're registered with Franchise Tax Board, which is required, IRS, which is required, and then we're going to go up and beyond, get an information card from the Los Angeles Police Department, our local division here in their charitable division, so they know that this is not a fraud. And then that way anybody asks or questions, we're going to put all that on the website and Facebook, and anytime anybody wants to make a donation, they can feel comfortable doing that. So, and even though anything that you guys donate, we actually bring it on here and we show it, and then of course on PayPal and GoFundMe, you'll get a receipt acknowledging that you made the donation. So everything is there, okay? All right, so if there's nothing else, if there's no questions, no comments, or anything else that you guys want to do while I'm here right now, we're going to go ahead and shut it down. And if something else comes up or changes, we will let you know. Just a reminder, if you guys anytime want to find out what we're doing, you can go ahead again, check out anything that you find here on every social platform. And also, if you guys want to send an email, you can go ahead and send me an email, and I'll answer whatever questions you guys want off the air or anytime during the day. And as a reminder, please also share, whether you catch it live or on broadcast, live broadcast, and we'll go ahead and really very appreciate it. All right, so until next time, this is Tony with 880 Wilmington. I appreciate always being part of us, having unity in our community, and thank you for being the best part of what we do, is you being involved. All right, until next time.